One of the hardest things in life is to take action. There's not any way to get around taking action. And if you have a hard time taking action, you can have a really hard time reaching any goals or obtaining any kind of success in life. I found a way which I think is really great to help you take action and stuff that helps you towards your goals. It's called Eat the Frog, and it's basically just where you have this one task which you find, you have to think about it, which is the task that gets you the most progress towards your goal. For me, right now it would be recording these videos and then doing that as soon as you can, preferably every day. So maybe as I say to myself, okay, I want to start a YouTube channel and make a difference in the world, and that's my goal. But then I find out which task helps me the most with that, and in this case, as I said, it would be recording these videos. And then I just do that as early in the morning as possible, because it's really hard, and if you get the hard thing done first, the rest of the day feels nothing in comparison to. Another thing I do is I also take ice baths in the morning, because that's one of the hardest things I do. And if I get that done in the morning, the rest of the day will be kind of easy in comparison to. So by eating the frog first, the rest of the day will seem kind of easy, or at least enjoyable in comparison to. Of course, I enjoy making these videos, but it also is something that I just have to get done. But taking action is extremely important, as I said earlier. If you don't take action in life, it is really hard to get anywhere. So that's why I think taking action is so extremely important, and why you should focus on doing that so much. Because you can do ice baths and meditation and all that other stuff all you want, but it isn't going to help if you're not actually working towards your goals. And that's not me saying that meditation and ice baths are not great, because I love doing both of those things, and I also made videos about that. So it's not me saying you shouldn't do those things, but it doesn't really help if you're only doing that and not working towards your goals. So the first priority should always be working towards your goals, and that can be whatever. You can have the goal of getting good grades in school, and that should be your main focus. Then as soon as possible, maybe just after you get home from school, or in the morning before school even, that's even better. You can sit down and maybe practice the exam or write the essay to get a better grade, because that's like the best leverage task you can do. That's the task that gains you the most from the least amount of work. Maybe the hardest thing you can do to get better grades is practicing the exam. That would be like your eating the frog task. But then there's also other things you can do, like maybe reading books about the topic and stuff like that. But that's easier. That's not the hardest task and the best leverage task. So you wouldn't be doing that first thing in the morning, because then you don't have the mental energy to do the hardest task later in the day. But if you instead practice the exam first thing in the morning, and later that day, maybe even in the evening, you can sit down and read the books about the topic. Because if you do it like that, you have enough mental brain power to get the hard things done, but also enough brain power to sit down and read the books afterwards, because that doesn't really take that much brain power. So you just need to find out which things are you doing that's hard, that works towards your goals, and which are not. And the hardest things you should just do first. And if you place your work in that order, it will be much easier to accomplish things, because if you're not doing that much throughout the day, you've at least done the most productive task of them all, which is the eating the frog task. So if you only get one thing done that day, it's still 80% of the work. And that's extremely important, and a very great way to secure progress in all your goals. So just sit down, find out what is your hardest task and the task that gives you the most progress, and do that first thing, and preferably every day, so you get into the routine of doing the hard thing and doing it every day, because if you're not doing it every day, you might skip a day or two, and then you could be thrown out of the rhythm. But I think that was all I had to say, so I hope you implement this and have a great day.